What's going on, everybody? It's Douglas. We're back on my Learning Java series. Behind me, you'll notice I am not on my survival world. I'm in a creative test mode to start out today. I have built a version of a tree farm from a YouTube tutorial that I'm going to be linking in the description. The things that I've changed about it are the tree sapling collection area. I changed it from using all hoppers to being a water source in each corner, pushing down into a hopper here and a hopper there. I have also changed the collection system for the tree logs over here. That stair has a hopper underneath it. That copper stair has a hopper underneath it, and this is the wonderful TNT Duper that we're going to be using. It was very sporadic, so I had to create this little aiming system for it right below. But yeah, so basically how it works is I plant a tree sapling right here on this dirt block. This dispenser has a ton of bone meal in it, and it's connected to a observer that's pointing down. When I flip this, another observer goes up, and so it keeps going. Once a log is, once a tree is grown, a log comes here, and the comparator reads out a redstone signal, comes over here, goes up. The redstone signal comes into this repeater, which goes into this block, which then in turn powers pistons on this side, pistons on that side, pistons right here. These are sticky pistons. And all these pistons right here crush all the leaves, and all the leaves fall down. The saplings fall into the water on both sides and get collected down into this chest, which hopefully will be enough to keep it running for an indefinite amount of time. The pistons over here push the logs this way. These pistons can only push 15 blocks worth of materials, and so I had to put a little obsidian block here before it got to 15, and the TNT drops down. Once here, I'll turn this on really quick, flip this lever, the redstone torch tower activates the hopper clock, drops the TNT down into the water. The water then pushes it all down into the middle, and it falls down onto the obsidian block and blows it up as it's pushing. Anyway, that is the basics of this farm. I'm super happy about it. Wait. No! What the heck? I don't know what happened there. But anyway, I don't need to. That is, you can see here, this ground is all blown up. I have messed up so many times doing this TNT Duper that it, one time if you take all of this stuff out, or leave one in, I guess, it goes back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. I'll show you that in a second. And when that happens, it drops the TNT super quick, and then it explodes. It pushes TNT off of the obsidian block down here. It goes all the way around. That's why I kind of filled it in because I didn't want it to look terrible for you guys. But yeah, this is a whole ordeal. So it's actually kind of fitting that as I'm about to leave the creative world, it breaks again. So anyway, I'm going to switch over to my survival world now, and I'm going to start building this. Alright, back in my survival world, and I have in this chest pretty much everything that I'm going to need to build a TNT Duper. I'm going to be much more careful in this world that it never breaks, but you never know. Anyway, so I am going to be putting it right here. I'm going to have to clear out these two trees and clear out a good portion of the hill. And so I'm just going to go ahead and do that in the form of a time lapse. space is now cleared out for TNT Duper based tree/charcoal farm. Here's what it looks like from up here. I like that it has a very sharp cutoff in the hill, but I think we're gonna have a full episode here in a couple weeks where I just come through and make everything look nice, and that cliff face is probably gonna have to be something that is spruced up quite a bit. But anyway, I am super excited to have all of this done. It's all filled out and ready for me to just start in on the tree farm. With this being my largest farm that I've ever done recording, and putting it into a YouTube video and things, I'm a little bit worried about the sequence of things and how clunky it might feel. It might feel pretty clunky, and I might do things, like I said, I'm worried about the sequence. I might do it out of order and have to fix it in editing later. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna do an outline really quick of what the thing is supposed to look like. I have some screenshots that I'm gonna pull up. And have over here on the side as I'm looking at it. As I do that, let's see, I think I want to have it this way. As I do this, I'm going to just skip really quick to having the first bit done. All right, outline completed. I'm gonna bring these water sources in just to make sure that everything flows correctly, but this is basically how wide and how long this farm needs to be. So this up here, these two little sections, I'm gonna take these out and put some redstone and a dirt block to plant saplings on and stuff, but put a hopper here and a hopper there. Make sure that everything, saplings and sticks and apples falls down and gets collected. And then this area probably doesn't need to be as big as I made it, but I just wanted to make it, big enough to make sure that I'll never miss a log that comes down after it explodes from TNT. And then it'll come down here, and there's a little lip right here that's a stair, and there's a hopper underneath. You can't really see it from that side, but you can see it from this side. Boom, hopper leads into the chest. This is where all the logs will go. And this is probably the area of the farm that is going to change after I put it all in, because I want to turn it from just a simple tree farm into a charcoal farm, like I said earlier in the previous episodes. And you can do that if you have logs coming in at a steady pace. You just have to loop them back into themselves and use the logs to burn the logs by turning, a log into charcoal, and then it's good enough to burn a bunch of logs into charcoal, and you just keep feeding it. So this might change. I'll have to obviously reconfigure this a lot if and when I start to do that. But anyway, I'm just gonna take these out real quick so that you don't have to hear water flowing as I explain a little bit more. Oh, hey, dolphins. I love dolphins. Oh, and a squid, sweet. Yeah, this is the size, like I said, of the tree farm. Obviously not the height. I want it to go, this side obviously will have to have a TNT duper in the sky, and this will have the leaf crushers with the huge panels of pistons on both sides. But anyway, this is just the basic outline on the ground. I think these actually have to go out one, but we'll see when we get to it. I think that what I'm going to do is a time lapse, just to kind of explain things as I go along. I kind of explained it as I was, doing an intro to this video in the creative world, but it's kind of fun to see. I enjoy, when I watch other creators, I enjoy seeing people as they build, especially redstone contraptions. So I'm going to be doing a time lapse. I'm going to start over here with the pistons that push out the trees as they come, and then I'll end with the collection system and the TNT duplicator that is based around honey blocks. So without further ado, I'm going to start a time lapse, and I will see you in a second. And that is the tree farm part done. I'm not quite getting around to the TNT dropper farm, or dropper part of the farm yet, but I just wanted to do a quick little test. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to fill up this dispenser with bone meal. I have a crap ton of... Why doesn't it do that? Okay. I have a crap ton of bone meal from my skeleton farm. And I have a few oak saplings in here that I can use to start off the farm with. And here we go. So I'm going to flip this. Oh, wait. I need to put water in first. If I put water in this corner, if I put water in that corner, flip the switch, activate the dispenser, and start planting. Let's go. Look at that. And if I just aim right at the glass block like this and hold the right click button down. Oh, wait. I messed up. There needs to be another block. Every once in a while, the tree sapling that I plant will get grown into a super tall oak tree. So I need to put that block there. Okay, so that was one block up and right in the middle above it. So I'm going to go put this block in on this farm in my survival world so that I don't mess it up. It is a pain to get rid of the super tall oak trees once they are built. The pistons, none of the pistons hit the super tall logs, and it's just annoying. Okay, I think if I put it up there, will that work? Let me drop down. Oops. Meant to drop without any fall damage. All right, let's see. Should only be able to put like one or two more trees in here. Oh, wow. No, it's just taking that long, I guess. That sucks. We should only be able to do a few more before it completely stops, because these sticky pistons can't push anymore. I think like one more maybe? Ooh, two more. Look at that. Yep. Okay. So this is the length that it'll push it out to. Perfect. So if I come and put TNT dropper, it should be like right... Wait, no. One more over. I think if I do it like right there. If I drop it down, if I fill this in with the obsidian block and drop it down onto that, that should work. All right, now I have my obsidian block. I'm gonna come up and put it right here. I'm going to do another really quick time lapse just because I don't want to bore you guys with the full explanation of the TNT Duper. I made it a little bit more complicated than it needs to be. I have a, like I pointed out in the creative world, a targeting thing underneath it that puts it down and drops it into a one block area. Other TNT Dupers don't need that, but this one looked kind of fun, and I had bees, so I feel like I felt like I could do a honey based one. So anyway, so yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and do that, and so I will talk to you in a second. I have it all done, the TNT Duper, but I built it a little bit off from what I had planned on doing, but, well, that's what happened. Okay, I need this to be here, and I need a redstone dust up here, so when it goes over, it powers that and starts this. Ooh, let's stick to the redstone dust. Let's see. You're now going to be a part of the test. I was going to just have it in my time lapse, but it didn't work. I'm gonna have to be a little bit more thorough. Here we go. Doesn't sound like it triggered. Just need to leave it on for longer, maybe? Oops. What is happening up there? It's just not powering that? I put one here. And then connect it up. It'll trigger on this side rather than that side. And I think, yep, look at that. It works. A little clunky, but it works. Okay, let's make sure that that's not blowing anything up that it's not supposed to. Looks like it is not. Sick. Alright. Gonna fall down. Explode. That. Let's go. Alright. I'm gonna put water in this thing and have a full test of the full system. Here we go. I'm gonna grab saplings. And I need to break this again. I'll wait just the rest of those real quick. And then here we go. Let's see. Turn on the TNT Duper. Wait till I hear one. Okay, it's working. And then here we go. Got a bone dispenser. Let's see. Alright, will that log go away? Why is there a log? And this is taking forever. Come on. There we go. Alright, I'm just gonna run this for 10 minutes. Okay, my system did not work to do this TNT Duper. I think it got caught on the top of the fence gate sometimes, the TNT did, as it was dropping. And yeah, it just blew up this whole thing. So I think what I'm going to do is change it up a little bit. But I ran it for about 8 minutes before it all blew up, and I got this many logs, which is a whole lot. That's going to be awesome. For only 8 minutes, that's not bad. So I think that is a successful tree farm, minus this part. And I'm just going to have to fix that. I think I figured it out. Cleaned up this area a little bit. I got rid of the water aiming system. I moved the obsidian up one block, 2 blocks? I think 2 blocks. And I added another obsidian block because I realized that every time it falls, it doesn't fall farther than just this 1 block back. So it's gonna fall mostly on this block or this block or this block. So if I put an obsidian block on both, then it should catch it no matter what. And if it doesn't, it'll go. That's why I put a stair here. A little bit. I'm gonna go turn it off real quick so I can talk about the stair. The reason I put a stair here is because if a TNT somehow doesn't get caught on the obsidian, it'll fall down into the water. And if I just had a hopper here, it would, come and stop on the hopper or whatever the TNT would. But if I have it on a stair, then the TNT will drop and come just like me, no matter where it is, and drop and come up against the stair, and it'll explode in the water, which will not destroy anything else around it, which is fantastic. So I think that is how I wanted to fix this. I'm just gonna run it a couple more times to show you guys. And it turns out I don't need to do a new TNT Duper. This one will be just fine. It did blow up a bunch of this dirt out here, so I just removed the dirt because I don't need it anyway. I ran out of bone meal, otherwise I'd be running a full test again, but don't have any bone meal, so I'll have to go back and get some more. But yeah, this is a perfectly working TNT Duper now, and it's not going to ever blow up anything special. thank you so much for watching today. This has been a great episode where I built a full tree farm. I've been Douglas, and you guys have all been awesome. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next one.